Hey everybody, this is your daily dose of all things royal. Welcome back, my gorgeous good-looking friends. So I was looking at this post today on St. Meghan Markle, and the question was, any chance it's Jessica M., who Omid will say gave him the names? She's easily disposable in the lives of our saint, scabies, and Marcus. In other words, she served her usefulness. Now, I don't think it will be Jessica M., but it did get me thinking today as to who else they could throw under the bus. Well, if you reflect back when the Oprah interview had aired and the royal family had delivered their statement, Megxie was not happy with the response from Buckingham Palace, in which essentially it called her a liar, but in the most polite way, with this recollections may vary. So what did the Queen of Clapbacks do? Well, she had her friend Janina, or I like to call her Jemima, clap back on ITV on This Morning. Who remembers this ridiculous interview?
I don't know what your role is on coming on today. I mean, you are, as any friend,
Such a good question.
I would expect any friend of mine to do exactly what you're doing. So if you were going to come on the telly, to be unbelievably guarded and practically say nothing. So what is your role today?
Well, it's so funny you say that. So because I'm kind of surprised by your questions.
I'm sorry, I need to insert my opinion here. Is it me, or does this woman always look like she's smelling bad farts around her? I don't know, maybe it's the facial gestures that she makes, but there's just something really off about it.
We're all happy that we are in a new era.
Okay.
You know, we get to tell the truth.
Liar.
But I will say, I don't speak for them. I speak for myself.
A few moments later.
Have you spoken to her about coming on this show today?
Oh yes, absolutely. I talk to them all of the time. We watch the special together, actually.
Yeah. We didn't see it until the world saw it. Oh my God. But it was entirely eclipsed by the conversation surrounding race.
We watched the special together, actually.
Liar.
Really quite stunned at the fact that we have an elderly monarch with her husband in hospital who is dealing with that in the middle of a pandemic with hundreds of thousands of people dying around the world. Why would they want to nuke their family in public?
I don't think the intention was to nuke them. I think it was just finally a chance to tell their truth. You know, Meghan's always been a very open person.
She's got real mental health issues because she manages to get offended by the most inoffensive things. And she was welcomed wholeheartedly into the royal family. The wedding she got was in no way diminished as a result of her being from an ethnic minority or anything like that. She was celebrated.
I wanted to defend her, but she was told to tell us.
She was told to tell us
never to make a comment because the institution would protect them.
And yet she bit the hand that fed her. She bit the people that put their protective cloak around her. And she kicked the institution in the shins. I don't understand what's wrong with that woman.
And now we've got the bullying investigation going on. What do you say to the accusations about her bullying? About her bullying people.
Well, I have known her for 17 years, and I have seen the way that she regards the people around her and the people she works with, and I can say she's not a bully. But I can also say that I am personally glad that people are doing their due diligence, because I also know why someone had to leave, and it was for gross misconduct. But I will say, I don't speak for them. I speak for myself.
What?
I wanted to ask you as well, the sort of second big grenade, of course, is race, the issue of race. And Meghan claimed that the royal family did not want Archie to be prince or offer him security.
That the royal family did not want Archie to be prince or offer him security.
Had she spoken to you about this? And what did she say?
Yes, she spoke to me about that. She told me what you now know.
The lies! There you go, this bitch, I'm telling you. Trifling.
I'm so thankful that they are finally acknowledging the experience. But on the other side, I know that the family and the staff were well aware of the extent of it. And though their recollections may vary, ours don't, because we lived through it with them. And there are many emails and texts to support that.
A few moments later.
That the whole family and the whole staff knew that there was a woman within the palace walls who was deeply struggling.
I don't know who knew. I know that the family and the staff knew because we lived through it with them. And there are many emails and texts to support that.
What the fuck?
So seriously mentally unstable as to consider suicide, and that she couldn't get help.
I believe she said that she had no one to turn to within the institution.
So did she turn to you at any point during that time?
She turned to all of us. She turned to her husband.
I'm somewhat ashamed of the way that I dealt with it. And of course, because of the system that we were in and the responsibilities and the duties that we had a quick cuddle.
To all of us, she turned to her husband.
Know what to do.
I had no idea what to do. I wasn't prepared for that. I went to a very dark place as well. But
there's so much more she could have said, but because she's such a classy, elegant woman.
Okay.
She didn't.
Did you guys know that Meghan faked her call with Tyler Perry in the Netflix mockumentary?
Hi.
Alice issued a statement from what I understand, but I haven't read it.
Yeah, let me pull it up.
The first giveaway is when Meghan goes on hook for her call with Tyler Perry. The noise you hear is a ringtone or an alert that is specific to a FaceTime call, which Meghan was not on video for this conversation. The sound you hear is this one. One more time.
Hi.
You can see right here, Meghan is timing the sound of her computer to make it look like she's answering this call, which is not a FaceTime call. And what they sneakily do is they show her feet instead of showing her actually talking to him. So you know that this sound is coming from her computer. So this had to have been a pre-recorded conversation or a pre-recorded soundbite of Tyler Perry.
Alice issued a statement from what I understand, but I haven't read it.
Yeah, let me pull it up.
You can tell that Meghan edited in her voice on top of this soundtrack.
Yeah, let me pull it up. Yeah, let me pull it up. Following statement issued by Buckingham Palace on behalf of Her Majesty the Queen. The whole family is saddened to learn the full extent of how challenging the last few years have been for Harry and Meghan. The issues raised, particularly that of race, are concerning.
Now, they want you to believe that Harry is in the room while she's reading it, but he's not. In fact, you see Meghan completely look at her phone while she's reading it, and then they cut to Harry, but they don't show any kind of interaction between each other as she's reading this important statement to show some type of, engagement as to, yeah, this is what my family said about us, and yeah, it's not cool or whatever. This was completely staged.
While some recollections may vary, they are taken very seriously and will be addressed by the family privately.
Now watch the duper's delight on Meghan's face.
Harry, Meghan, and Archie will always be much loved family members.
And it's obvious that Harry was not in the room for that because then there's a cut.
What am I looking at? Wow. Faith just got a text. Yeah, he just got a text from his brother.
Oh.
Faith just got a text. Yeah, he just got a text from his brother.
And you notice Harry's not reacting. And then when Tyler Perry speaks again, you see it zoom in on her. And you see a deliberate cut in the editing.
Yeah, okay, you guys do that. Yeah, okay, you guys do that.
All right, I'll talk to you later on. Thank you. We'll see you on Friday. Okay, bye. Thank you. Bye.
Now, if she had Tyler Perry really on the phone and he hung up, this is what you would have heard. But we didn't hear anything. And let's say she was on FaceTime. When she hung up, we would have heard this noise.
We'll see you on Friday. Okay, bye. Thank you. Bye.
Which means Meghan was not seeing Tyler Perry on Friday. She was just making it look like she was seeing him on Friday.
what should we come to do?
Harry was not in the room when she was doing this fake Tyler Perry call. As you can see here in this clip, she gets up. Where did her laptop go? So if they were trying to make it look like they were doing this at the same time, at least be consistent here. Laptop's gone. You look at all these celebrities, and they're all such liars.
It's Hollywood, baby.
We all know what's going on with this. It's pretty much self-explanatory. Now, just a quick side note, I do want to bring you to this part with Archie. Does anyone find this weird in the way that Meghan is holding this child? Archie doesn't hold on to Meghan, and he's just kind of limp. Is this another doll, or is Archie showing everyone that he doesn't want to clutch on to his so-called mother? Archie's just hanging there again, and it's so bizarre in the way his arm is positioned. It looks terribly uncomfortable for the boy, but he definitely doesn't want to hold on to her. What does that tell you? I mean, I guess he doesn't have to hold on to her because he's literally sitting on top of a beach ball, but oh, sure, folks, nothing to see here. Totally natural to sit an almost 30-pound child on top of a 7, almost 8-month pregnant belly. Oh, that's not stressful. No, but seriously, who does this woman think she's fooling? But let's get back to Jemima's interview.
I can tell you this. I am very excited that this is really a new era. Things are different. They can tell the truth.
We can tell the truth.
We can finally say the things that they have. We can finally validate them and say, everything they said is true.
Everything they said is true.
I don't understand what's wrong with that woman.
It was such a fraud.